We finally have both characters for the anniversary, and this has been a really good update, not only getting the Cinderella numbers even higher for the burst, but also getting a rather really strong support in the game, which is great. So let's talk a little bit about her and my first impressions, and right now how I will be building her if you're interested, even though I would wait until the full review is out. So, before we start, as usual, hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic is going to be, of course, everyone's favorite grave. As you can see, semi-invested, actually properly invested. I'm not taking her gear any higher. It's support. I got her 7-7-10, and I'm using right now resilience, even though this can change. Let's talk a little bit about her. I only got one copy, and I don't think it's worth going for more unless she is your waifu. Now, as a waifu, she's a great waifu. Look at those legs, my god. And then you people were calling Rumani a gym rat, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Clearly there is a difference between someone with great muscle and a poser, an influencer, if you will. So, let's start with her gear, her skills, and her cube. Actually, let's go first skills, because we need to understand the skills first before we talk about the gear. Grave is a character that is actually complicated to go for the elemental roles, or for the gear role, if you will, because she have to avoid a lot of stats, or dead stats. Rather than dead stats, useless stats is the correct word, probably. So let's start with her skills, because we need to understand this. I'm going to be completely ignoring skill 2, since this is just for her own personal damage, right? Which is great. And I'm going to be talking about the burst and the skill 1. And now, the burst, as you can see, every time you burst, you enter prediction, and you're gonna be losing HP, getting unlimited ammunition, pierce damage, and critical rate for yourself. Great. Also for the allies, for 10 seconds, attack damage increased by almost 50%, pierce damage by 40%, and increase max ammo by 3. Really strong. Just because of this burst, she is already better than 99% of the burst 2s in the games. Just because of this. Now, it gets better because when she enters this prediction status, this also plays with skill number 1. Skill number 1 activates when prediction ends, giving you hit emission, and this hit emission will give you two things. For Grave, HP recovery, which is pretty good considering she is losing HP on the burst, and for allies, she is giving really strong burst gauge feeling speed at 33% and pierce damage increase by 41% continuously, as long as you are in hit emission. The problem with hit emission, right, is that there is different conditions to remove this. And the conditions are either, right, launching a normal attack during reloading, reloading to maximum capacity, or using a burst. You want to always remove your hit emission with the third condition, the burst skill, because now you can switch between you're getting these buffs on the burst, and then you get this continuous buff once again, and then you can go back and forth. For this, you need a couple of max ammo lines. Now, one good ammo line should be more than enough to keep this, because it should be enough bullets. So for example, I got only one max ammo line and it's working, but with resilience I sometimes run into issues in between bursts to keep it alive. So I would recommend at least a line or two of max ammo and then Bastion. If you don't get a couple max ammo lines, she should work no issues depending on the composition, but I would recommend going for one. More than one good line, it's kind of useless if you're gonna be rerolling, because she has 60 base plus 68%. If you're using Bastion, that's more than enough to go from one rotation into your next rotation while maintaining the buffs. So she will have 100% uptime on those, which is pretty nice. Now, that's how I would use it. We'll wait and see if there's a better way of actually proccing this buff, because there is no reason to remove hit emission unless it is with your burst, because your skill 2 is nothing but extra damage for Grave while you are on prediction, which is your burst skill itself. So all in all, like I was saying, when it comes to the gear, one line of max ammo, maybe two, but it's kind of like a wasted space. The rest, elemental, attack, and some crit lines. Crit rate is also completely wasted because you're getting an 85% already, so you could be going for just crit damage lines if you want. So elemental, attack, then crit damage, then like least priority is going to be that crit rate. And as a necessity, I would put, just in case, one line of max ammo. When it comes to the skills themselves and the levels that you want to go for, it's a 10-10-10. Now, it's expensive. I'm not taking her to 10-10-10. I will personally keep her at 7-7-10. That is more than enough. That is already expensive enough. If you have a little bit more, I will take a skill 1 to level 10, since you are gaining boosts for your team. Or if you want more personal damage on Grave, you could be taking a skill 2 to level 10. Now, this is considering we are doing elemental content and you want her to be doing more damage. If you don't care about her personal damage, just one boost, 10 for 10. You could be doing that. And then 10-7-10 if you want to use it as a sub DPS, right? That's it. Cube, once again, Bastion or Resilience. I'm going to be using Resilience for now because I got the one line of max ammo and it's working for me. Now let's talk about the other thing, which is compare her to the other B2s in the game. Let me open one more level here in my server. Let's go into the tier list, because she's competing with all of the burst 2s here, right? With the buffer B2s. And the reality is that she's better than most of them. She's better than Mary, she's better than Rem, she's better than Summer Rosanna as well. And now when it comes to bunnies, it's a little bit harder to put them together, because obviously bunnies is not just blank or Nord or Rogue, it's how you're pairing them. But still, she is super strong, and even for Pierce teams, clearly she is the strongest buffer in the game. So I'm most likely going to be putting her on current meta. I don't know if she's going to be a T0 or a 0.5 character. I need to do more tests for that. Now, that said, like I was saying, absolutely worth getting her. One copy, you should be getting her 100% for absolutely every type of content. So if you can get one copy, do that. If you want dupes of any of the characters, it should be Cinderella, even though one copy of each is more than enough. I'm still trying to go for more copies, as you can see, and I'm getting completely shafted. Now, all that said, all that jumping aside, that's gonna be it for this one. Just a first impressions of Grave, really strong support character, really happy with her. Now, enough jumping, that's gonna be it for this video, bossos. Hope you're having a great day, good luck with your pool dinner rates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。